Hello everyone, welcome to the Secret of Zhongnanhai. Today we are going to talk about the privileged supplies enjoyed by the senior cadres in the Zhongnanhai, the central headquarters for the CCP, Chinese Communist Party. In today's China, when ordinary people breathe polluted air, eat food that is either genetically modified or has exceedingly high level of pesticides, drink water that is well below the standard of purification in the Western countries. Senior CCP officials do not bear the responsibility for causing these consequences, but enjoy a variety of privileged supplies. Special rice and wheat, special vegetables, special tobacco and alcohol, special tea, special medicine, special water supply, and even special air supply. And such a privileged supply system did not begin today. It began as early as the Yan'an period, prevalent after the CCP took power and became an even more developed system now. Such a privileged supply system once again debunks the lie that the CCP officials are public servants of the people. In 1934, under the siege of the Kuomintang, the CCP fled north and ended up in Yan'an in the northwest. At that time, the CCP created an image of cleanliness, freedom, and democracy for Chinese people and the world, which attracted many young people who were dissatisfied with the Kuomintang. Wang Shiwei, who graduated from Peking University, is one of them. After arriving in Yan'an, Wang joined the compilation office of the Marxism-Leninism Institute of the Luxun Academy of Arts to work as a translator. However, through personal experience and observation, Wang Shiwei discovered many problems in Yan'an and wrote a set of essays called Wild Lilies that brought him death. In the essays, in addition to criticizing the lack of interpersonal warmth in the Holy Land of the Revolution, he also bluntly criticized the hierarchy. I am not an egalitarian, but the division of clothes into 3 colors and food into 5 classes is really not seen as necessary and reasonable, especially in the matter of clothes. On the one hand, he laments those patients cannot drink a mouthful of noodle soup, and young students get only 2 meals of porridge a day. On the other hand, there are quite healthy bigwigs who enjoy very unnecessary and unreasonable luxuries each day. What Wang Shiwei disclosed was supposedly the earliest privileged supply system of the CCP. It was said at that time Yan'an had a strict hierarchical supply system, in which the special kitchens were created for the use of officials at or above the ministerial levels, or for those who had joined the CCP for at least 10 years. On April 23, 2014, the mainland newspaper Southern Weekend published an article titled Xiaojun's Letter of Dissatisfaction with the Yan'an Hierarchy System to Mao Zedong. The writer Xiaojun, after working and living in Yan'an for more than a year, was dissatisfied and indignant with some phenomenon in Yan'an, especially after his personal experience and observation. For example, the strict hierarchy had led to a great differences in living standards among revolutionaries. Ordinary writers ate poor daily meals like millet porridge and cornbread. They were undernourished, and most had not enough to eat. But the general staff of the office often enjoyed the cigarettes and food from the city of Xi'an and so on. Xiaojun's dissatisfaction is also revealed in his Yan'an diary. Since arriving in Yan'an, I was met with unpleasant things. He further said, I'm afraid that here the hospital, the communication room, the theater, the restaurant, which shows the bureaucratic, messy, vile, uneducated, Ah, the ugliness has come together here. I met Mao Zedong's wife riding a horse. He was running to a senior cadre retreat. There is not even a writer's retreat here, and the privileged, wherever they are, always choose the best meat for themselves to eat. Later, Xiao Jun heard more ugly things in the hospital because his wife was giving birth on June 6, 1941. Li Bojiao brings his own followers, cook 5 times a day. They use canned cow's milk, eggs, sausages, and so on. The steamed bun is also white. According to the followers, Yang Shangkun always buy eggs in baskets. Every morning, he had cow's milk, eggs, and biscuits for the breakfast. When Mao Zedong's woman had a baby, she not only had her own nurses, but also had armed guards in front of the door, and always followed by a big banquet of celebration of the child of Mao was born. When they go to see a patient, they always drive in by cars regardless of the time. A court president's woman lives in a single room. Peng Jialun's woman lives in a single room at her confinement. General service personnel always smoke cigarettes, buy fishes that worth 20 yuan for half a kilo, and a variety of vegetables from Xi'an and other places, although their allowance are only 4 to 5 yuan. I understand this vileness and corruption exist everywhere. I know that the road of the Chinese Revolution is still far away. It is clear that as early as the Yan'an period, officials in power at different levels of the CCP were using their power to obtain material comfort under the existing conditions, and such a privileged supply system was reinforced when CCP took power in China and moved into Beijing. After the CCP took power in China in 1949, the special classes of cadres gradually took shape, and various kinds of privileged supplies grew dramatically. First, the Ministry of Public Security set up the Zhongnanhai Special Needs Supply Station, externally known as the Beijing Hotel Guest House. Under the supply station, 1 division and 4 sections were installed, managing several production bases, such as Jushan Farm. These bases specifically produce and process high-quality food for the central leadership. The production bases are equipped with advanced equipment, and even pig pens and cattle farms were designed and built by specially hired Soviet experts. In 1945, the Beijing municipal government set up a special supply leading group and built a special supply site for senior cadres at number 34 Donghuamen in Beijing, with only number 34 supply outlet marked at the entrance, serving officials at vice ministerial level and above, and in charge of supplies related to foreign affairs. Internet articles disclosed that the number 34 supply outlet has all the branded high-quality special new products in China. It mainly includes famous tobacco and wine, candy, tea, can, beverages, Chinese and Western seasonings, eggs, meat, seafoods, grain and oil products, and imported goods of more than 1,600 types. The catering department purchases the most famous Chinese liquors, Mao Tai and Wuliangye, from here for banquets. But the prices for products here are unbelievably below the market price. In addition to all that, it also supplies brand name household appliances, watches, perfumes, materials, chocolates, brandies, whiskeys, toilet paper towels, jewelries, and so on. Russian top black caviar and French foie gras are commonplace here. That's all for today. We will give you more details about CCP's privileged supplies in our next episode. Before you leave, please subscribe, share, and like our channel. See you next time.